let's pick our first peach. To say this is a monumentous occasion is putting it mildly. But Savannah just felt these peaches literally like probably 2 days ago, and they were hard as a rock. And I don't know, I was like, let me just feel them, and there's definitely
They feel
give.
ripe.
They feel ripe.
So we're gonna pick one and see.
Yeah, we only have like 4, so
Oh my gosh, it's so tiny.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead and bite it, and we'll see.
Oh my god, that's the best peach I've ever had in my life.
Oh my god. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh my god. She ain't lying.
It's so sweet.
It's so sweet. It's not even, I will say, I don't know how fruit trees are because we haven't had a ton of these, but you know, like fruit and vegetables in the garden, when it hasn't rained a lot, they get really concentrated, and this is really concentrated. It doesn't taste watery at all. It's amazing. I can't believe we're eating this.
And you would say it's the best peach you ever had, yeah?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's so tiny, but it grew on a tree we have here, so that we planted.
These are the other ones. That one is not quite ready. I don't think that. And then I think there's another like super tiny one in here. Bless it.
Three ripe peaches. Probably gonna eat them all right now, yeah?
Yeah. Show.
Okay. So this is the Belle of Georgia peach. Actually looked this variety up the other day because the peaches were so hard, and we're trying to figure out how to know when they're ready. And it said August. It said they would be ready in August. So I don't know if wasn't
mid-June right now.
Yeah. So we it definitely, what I saw across the board was when they feel ripe, they're ripe. So I'm glad you felt them because they might have gone bad.
Yeah.
Let me have another.
Mm.
Doesn't look like the treetops are on fire. That is the sun. So over here is where the sun is setting, down there. And yeah, it's shining just right on the tips. So wild. I have sprained my other ankle. Very frustrating for all parties involved, as Casey is still not fully functioning in her hands. So we have a lot to figure out, and I think we will not be staying at the land for a while.
You might be wondering where we are and what we're doing here.
So I did roll my ankle again. It's the other foot. So what's crazy is my right foot is the one that I rolled the first time and sprained, and I was just getting over that, like having pain in that foot. I was walking around obviously and doing stuff, but I still had pain in that foot, and I was basically just getting over that. And I, in the exact same way, rolled my ankle, but this time the other foot. And we went to the doctor. It is not broken. I really did think it might be broken because it was way louder, more crack sounding. It sounded like 4 crack, 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 and it hurts a lot more. So I was like, it might be broken. Casey was even thinking that it might be broken, but it's not. So we're very grateful for that. But we decided to come to a hotel.
Yeah, because basically I have a lot of strength, a lot more strength in my hands, but I'm not like capable to do everything like cleaning out the composting toilet, and you know, we have a big 7-gallon jug of water that I didn't feel like I was like gonna necessarily be able to carry to make sure we had water. And then the big problem was Savannah walking to the bathroom. So this is like the reality of our living situation, the reality of living off grid. Because everything's not completed, when 2 people are down and out, or even with 1 person's down and out,
it makes everything really hard.
And I know people are like, oh, you need to have a bathroom in your house, and you know, that's definitely in the plan in the future, and that's definitely something we want to have. It's just not something we do have.
Yeah, and you can't, there's too many needs to put the bathroom in the front. Like, that's a constant battle, is what do we put first. We'll get more into that later. What's crazy is, I think if you watched our last video, you would know this. One of the first things when I sprained my ankle the first time was that we knew we needed to put a step in on our porch. But the problem was, I am the one who would do that.
Right.
And I was the one who couldn't walk around.
Because my skills are, I can follow orders, but
she's the ideas person.
I just don't have the confidence to like execute putting in a stair by myself.
Yeah.
I think I could probably do it, but it would take me forever.
And part of the problem is that we have to dig out the ground. Yeah. So with my foot being the way it was, I was going to be out for a long time before I could dig into the ground. And with Casey, with her hand, she can't, you know, shovel anything. So we haven't really had the proper strength and amount of time to actually make that step happen. And then I rolled my ankle again. So that's kind of the biggest hurdle, is how we're going to get that step in, because it's going to be very important to making sure that people don't get hurt again. Casey did, before I rolled my ankle, she actually fell in the same exact way.
I forgot about that.
Yes, and it's actually, our dogs have a soccer ball, and it was kind of hidden because the step isn't that tall. Like, the porch is not that tall.
It's like, just honestly,
maybe like an inch.
An inch too high to be just like a natural step down.
Yes. The problem is the ground is a little angled when you step off. So if the porch was like this, then the ground is kind of like this. So when you step down, your foot is upright, or like that angle. And also, because it's just a little too high, things like a soccer ball being right up against the porch, you can't see it, which is how Casey fell. And
I'm more like face planted.
Yeah, like she stepped on the soccer ball because she didn't see it. She stepped off the porch onto the soccer ball. Bam, she's on the ground, but she didn't. She hurt like you had a cut, or
I think I hurt my knee.
Like she had a bruise or something, but it wasn't the rolling ankle thing. So we definitely need to get that fixed. It's been a few days now since it happened.
Morale was real low on Wednesday when it happened.
As you saw, we started recording a totally different video. We were gonna record a garden tour for you guys. This happened and we were just done. Before I even realized what had actually happened, I knew I had rolled my ankle, but like before I even realized kind of the ramifications, I was in shock that I did the same exact thing again 6 weeks later, and then I became very mad about it.
She quickly moved beyond like pain, although I'm sure she was having pain.
I was having a lot of pain.
She was like just angry.
Yeah.
Like, how could this happen?
Yeah. And
I was just standing over her because she laid on the ground for a while.
Yeah.
Like,
it was just like the kind of pain that you can't nothing fixes it. I remember being like, can I squeeze something? Because I just, like, it hurt so bad and it just felt better. Casey was like, you can squeeze my leg, because her hands are messed up, so I can't just, like, you know, grab her hands and squeeze them. But it was really not great for all of us, because before that happened, we had already been feeling kind of like we weren't really accomplishing the things that we are meaning to. We're doing work. We that's a conversation we had. We've been doing work. We're not just sitting around, but nothing's being completed, and that is not great for morale.
Yeah.
And then when this happened, I think it kind of, you feel like you've been defeated. At the same time, we're like, how are we going to live life in the next moments? Like, how am I gonna go to the bathroom? How is Casey gonna get to the doctor on Friday, because she had to go for her you know, to check up for her surgery. And so we're just, it was like a few hours of just total defeat, because we just didn't know what to do in the next moments. But we also, it just seems like, what are we doing? You know, how are we, it doesn't seem like there are steps to completing the things that we want to complete. And that continued into the next morning. Casey's mom did come into town that day to solve a lot of our immediate problems.
Yeah, I had tried driving around the land a little bit, and I just felt like gripping the gear shift was kind of hard, and just like holding onto the wheel was kind of hard. I just didn't feel like 100% confident, because I needed to go to the doctor. Savannah was going to need to go to the doctor, because that was the other conversation. Do we need to go to the emergency room the night of? Do we need to go to the emergency room? Like, where are we going to go? And we decided that it would be fine to go to urgent care the next day. So anyway, she was able to come, and that was like a huge help. She came. I mean, it's like
us to our doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
We've had a few days to kind of get over that initial shock. Yeah.
Morale is like neutral now.
Yes.
I think it's also helpful that we're not at home.
Yeah.
You know, like
we're still at the hotel.
We're in a hotel. We have it rented for a week. We'll see what we do. And we chose a hotel, if you're wondering, over like an Airbnb, because there really aren't that many around us.
And it's 4th of July weekend.
It's 4th of July weekend, and this hotel was not cheap, and it was certainly not something we had budgeted for, and it's a major bummer. But it was just like, we went over every scenario possible.
Yeah. And
this was just like the best one, and really the only one that we could come up with.
So this was just kind of a big hit to just have to put everything on pause. So we're definitely in this stage of, what do we do next? What are we going to do differently when we get back to the land, to actually start completing some stuff to make our life easier and safer? We don't really have an answer for that yet.
I don't want this whole video to be like super Debbie Downer. We're in pretty good spirits now.
We're definitely not willing to just throw it all away because of a good amount of hardships over and over again. Definitely come back next Sunday.
Who knows what will be happening?
Who knows what's going to be happening. We'd love for you to subscribe so you can definitely see those videos, and give this video a thumbs up.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.